What's happened, mate? What's happened?
We're what, 500 metres onto the beach. I put you in the 80 to take control of the situation. The situation doesn't look taken control of.
I'm going to tell you what happened, right?
In this episode, we are on the mid-north coast of New South Wales for an incredible beach to bush adventure. The Turbo Barra 80 is finally finished and ready to hit the tracks for a shakedown trip. After nearly 2 years in the shed, nerves were high, eager to see how it would handle the tracks. With the whole family along for the ride, we explore one of the most incredible areas Australia has to offer. Fishing, swimming, four-wheel driving, delicious foods and good times. This is one epic adventure. Proudly supported by Opus Campers, Ultimate 9, Superior Engineering, GME, and in part by This adventure begins in the town of Port Macquarie, where it's a short ferry ride across the Hastings River north of town, where you can access the beach with your four-wheel drive. It was a beautiful day and we were all keen to hit the sand and salt water. So we are beginning this adventure off on North Shore Beach. So all the cars are up there airing down, and then we'll come down, there's a path there, boom, down to the beach, and then we head that way up towards Point Plummer. And then if you swing back around that way, that's the town of Port Macquarie over there. Beautiful sunny summer's day. There's a little bit of wind about. It's low tide in 3 hours, so it's going out. So it should be a good time to head up these beaches today. We've aired the tyres down and we will head down onto the beach. We've got a fair mixture of vehicles for this 8-day pre-Christmas trip. So we've got myself and Kai in the TD42 GQ Patrol. And then we got Demi in the 80, the Turbo Barra 80 for its first ever off-road adventure, towing the OP2. So Demi and I will share the trailer around a little bit, but I want to see how it goes on the beach. And then we got Dad and Berto in Dad's GU Patrol. And then we got TJ and Laken, Demi's brothers, in their freshly built Jeep. And then we're gonna have Mitch the cameraman in his Hilux, which you may see a little bit here and there as well.
What are we doing? We're doing first run up the beach. First ever Barra 80 for us on the beach. Yep. That's going, we're going, we're on.
We're on, boys.
Family trip 2024.
I'll end up with grey hairs by the end of this, I can feel it.
You're already looking pretty close to it.
Yeah. Who invited you on this trip?
Demi and Berto were struggling a little with the gearing in high range, so decided to pull over to chuck it into low range, but the sand was a bit softer than expected.
We're in low range, so... Stop.
This happens every time.
Lock her on. Now go, just creep forward. We shouldn't have stopped, though. Go backwards very slowly. Go forward now. We're good. Don't worry, I'm professional. I do this for a living. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Stop. You started going too slow because you were looking what you were doing. Yeah. She looked at you and slowed down. Works all right? Nah, stop. We were going good and you looked at him and slowed down.
I didn't f*** us up, he f***ed us up, as usual.
Well, you didn't have to look at it.
As usual, he lets me stay on the beach and stop with the trailer.
What happened?
As usual, you make me stop on the sand with the Opus and expect me to keep going.
I didn't make you stop.
You did!
What did I say?
You said stop.
No, I didn't.
So, what's happened, mate? What's happened?
We're what, 500 metres onto the beach. I put you in the 80 to take control of the situation. The situation doesn't look taken control of.
I'm going to tell you what happened, right? We were in first high. It was like revving a bit too far. Put it in the second. It was a bit too tall, and I didn't want to go any faster. So we stopped, put it in low range, and bogged down a little bit. I said, woo up, we'll go back. And then we went forward, we got going, and then Tyler came around the driver's side of Demi, and Demi looked at Tyler, forgot she was driving, slowed down, got stuck on the crest. So now we're bogged. We would have been fine, but she did a little rookie error here, mate. So now we got to dig this thing out and get it with the Tread Pros on here. We're going to get it straight out, and we should keep going. Put your foot down, like exit drive, but fast. Hang on. Stop.
us working
Not
as I
us.
was sitting here.
Look at us pretty girls sitting in here. The beach is a little high for towing a caravan on. Go, try. Can't believe how close we were to getting out of there. You literally looked that tire up, and I just heard the car stop revving anymore, and I was like,
With the 80 and Opus successfully unbogged, let's get up the end of this beach for a swim. No more stopping this time.
We cut the legs off of our pants, threw our shoes into the ocean, sit back and wait through the daylight, sit back and wait through the daylight.
we've made it up the beach. Where are we?
Mate, we're at the northern end of, what's this, North Shore Beach. This is back Plumber Beach, is it?
This is Queen's Head.
Queen's Head, there you go,
Head,
mate. I call myself a local, you know what's going on better than me. But yeah, well, we pulled up here and we're going to have a bit of a swim and a cruise for a while. This trip we got the whole family, so it's going to be, you know, not as much driving. Mate, let's get in the water.
Let's get in there.
Maybe I'll paint them in myself, maybe I'll paint them myself. These sidewalks slick with brimstone,
We're at Queen's Head. Nice headland over here, mate. We're going for a swim. Look at these two lovebirds over here, mate. Oh!
It's pretty crazy. Like, if you look back there, it's what, about $400,000 worth of vehicles.
Yeah, well look, that's like, we'll call that 80 grand. That's 100 grand, that's 150. That's, you call that 60, 70, and that thing's probably 60, 70 as well. It's probably 500 grand. It'd be close to 500 grand.
That's ridiculous.
Imagine if my car was here, we'd have 502 grand.
open hydrant, rolled the windows, saw my naked over, and float down Grand Street in daylight, and float down Grand Street in
No paparazzi, please.
Where's our next stop after this?
Well, we live in this area, so we kind of forget how lucky we are.
Yeah.
But from here, you can pretty much just keep beach hopping north. We'll head up off the beach now, up this sandy track up onto the dirt road. Unreal morning swimming and exploring along the coastline. How lucky are we to call this home? Anyways, the day was getting on and we had a camp lined up in the mountains for the night that was a couple of hours drive away, so time to start heading west.
right around 6 or something.
Mate, what were you saying on that Q&A the other day about you find a barra anywhere you go?
Anywhere you go, mate, in the world, in Australia, you get yourself a new barra. Have a look over there, mate. What's that?
So over in the paddock here, that's a bloody Ford barra. So everyone that said we built the most unreliable 80 because we never able to find parts anywhere, mate.
Guess what I have a couple of words for? You ready for it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Mate, anywhere you bloody go, you'll be able to get barra parts.
I'm gonna know where you find me. Maybe I saw.
So it was a bloody hot afternoon, but we made it here to out into the mountains and the river. This is looking very nice. So Demi, myself and Dad have been here a few times, but this is your first time, Lakin and TJ. Mate, what's your first thoughts?
Covered in dust. So far so good. No window club, but the Jeep's just outperforming you guys, so great result.
You guys would be pretty dusty in that car now, wouldn't you?
Yeah, Dyson's just saying that we're part of the nature at this point.
When Lakin got out before, I was like, is that the road or is that a person walking?
Well, anyways, we'll pull up here and maybe have a cool off, feel the water and work out a plan. I reckon this water is like 27, 28
It's very
degrees.
warm.
It's so warm.
What do you reckon, Kai, mate? You reckon you're going to go for a swim, bud?
Yeah, I'll probably.
That's your sort of water, isn't it?
Yeah, it's more
Yeah, mate, that's what we're on. You've been waiting for about a year for water this warm, haven't you?
Yeah.
Every trip's been cold, this thing, beautiful.
Yeah.
Alright, well let's get in there, mate.
Maybe I sold love for what it's worth on the streets.
After a swim and cool off, it was time to go find somewhere to set up camp for the night. It's bloody hot.
What's the temperature?
It's hot.
It was 37 out here.
Really?
Yeah.
37.
Yeah, on his car it said 37 on the dash.
So we just spent, what, about an hour or so swimming. We're getting set up here. We've got a beautiful river down over there. What river is that, the Macleay?
That is, yeah, I suppose the Macleay River.
Yeah. So mate, we'll get everything set up and enjoy this afternoon. We'll wait till it cools down a bit, then we'll light a fire and cook some dinner.
Sounds good, mate. Do interesting shit, Demi. I'm filming, mate.
What do you reckon about this spot here on the river?
I like it. It's the same place we stayed here with Seth on his first birthday.
And now we're back. What?
2 years later.
Yeah, not quite, but nearly.
It's dinner time, and every night we're away, each person's going to do a cook up for everyone. Minus Kai because he's vegetarian, minus us because we're healthy.
So the 6 boys, Laken, TJ, Jasper, Felix, Berto and Mitch behind me are each taking a turn of cooking a dinner. Jasper's on first tonight.
And he's having sausages, Alfredo noodles and salad.
Everyone's like over here.
Pineapple titty.
Yeah, those.
What's everyone's thoughts on the first night cook up?
Yeah, it's not bad.
What do we rate it?
1 out of 10. 1 for the best.
That's not how it works, mate.
What about you, Felix?
8.8.
Oh, he's
That's probably low right
I
there.
feel like I should have rang Dino Nuggets because the kids would have been like 10.
sun's just disappeared over behind those mountains there. It's about 7:15 and it's finally cooling off for the day. It's been a long hot day out in the sun, the beach, and then that big drive out here, but it's bloody beautiful now. All the boys are up there having a fish. Mitch is doing some filming, so I'll see what they're up to. And then Demi and myself and the kids are gonna have a swim and cool off down here before I get into bed for the night.
The kids are in town for a funeral.
Only a few casts in and Berto got his favourite lure stuck in a tree on the other side of the river, so he was off to try and retrieve it.
I know they got plenty of young blood left in them. And plenty nights under pink skies.
Man really wants
Taught
his
them
lure.
to enjoy. So clean the house, clear the drawers, mop the floors, stand tall, like no one's ever been here before or at all.
How'd you enjoy your first night camping, Jasper?
Good,
How's the Darche swag going?
good, good.
How'd you enjoy your first night camping?
Very good. Nice Darche fan, kept us cool.
First time I've been out in the Opus in a few months.
It's been a while.
Still does the job, bud.
Yep.
What's the plan today?
We're gonna go up there.
So we're just gonna base camp here, leave it all set up, and then yeah, we're gonna go for a drive up along the river for a pretty cool track. I know it'll be good, good day to test out these vehicles and do some swimming. What happened, Laken? You ordered some windows, they didn't turn up.
When I ordered them, I said, can I have them before the 12th? He said, no worries, mate, before the 12th you get them. And then he called me on the 8th and said, yeah, you're not getting them until the 24th.
So you're windowless this trip.
Filled with dust, completely windowless. It's like being in a tractor, it's rough.
If you want me to drive your car, I'll do it. Not a problem.
You can sit in the back and hold the batteries.
Yeah, okay,
Keep
perfect.
them dry.
Beautiful. That's all I'm good for.
It's an absolutely beautiful day out here. The sun is shining and we're off on our little adventure and drive. First river crossing. It's quite rocky, so just nice and slow as we cruise along it.
There's little doubt there's more water on this crossing than last time we did it. Last time you could have stopped this stream with a bucket, but you wouldn't do it today.
We're taking the 80 through its first ever water crossing. Let's see how she goes. We made it, guys. We made it across.
Now this track we're on, it's TSR land, it's travelling stock route, but it's also sort of private property as well. I don't 100% know the legalities around whether just anyone can come down here. I think it's public land, it's part of the Bicentennial National Trail, but we did run into the property owner out here a couple of years back, and he said he's happy for us to be out here. Just need to make sure you stay on the form track and obviously be respectful about the place, you know, no rubbish, no stupid behaviour. So if you are coming out here, just keep that in mind. It's crazy how green it is out here at the moment. I don't think I've ever seen it this green.
Yeah, this grassy field, this is the first. I haven't seen this up through here like that before.
Coming up on crossing number 2 now. This one's a little bit of a shorter one, but can be a bit deeper at times, but doesn't look too bad today.
We made it! Yay, Zeffy! It did touch my bonnet, but we didn't die, so that's all that matters.
What a stunning part of the world. How beautiful is this greenery and the river flowing through the valley. Plenty more river crossings to come. We continued punching our way upstream. Crossing number 3.
So it could be a big old, like, a different time of the day. It's not in this weather pattern, but if you got weather patterns, there's big storms on the table there through that region.
Nice crease crossing with a swing in it here. Paradise place to be.
The Bicentennial National Trail that we're on travels all the way up the east coast of Australia. I think it goes all the way up to the top. I know it starts right down the bottom. We've been on it like down in Victoria. It crosses through Mount Sunday track. So I've been on it there. I've been through it all in different areas in New South Wales, and then yeah, we're on it now up in the Styx River region. Sort of follows the Great Dividing Range, but some of it's driving, some of it's like walking only, some of it people ride horses on. It's just an insane track, walking track, driving track, whatever you want to call it. It travels all up Australia through some absolutely spectacular parts of the country. Can't get over how green it is out here and how incredible the scenery is. What a crazy part of the world. There's a log falling across the track here. Berto's just packing it up a little bit and we should be able to drive across it. A bit too diagonally, so I'll come around and come onto it a bit more straight. Got it done, mate. On and then reverse back and go again with your locker on. Yeah, there's that front zip over. Got it done. first proper obstacle in the 80.
Yeah.
You got it done. How's the temps and that going today? Just cruising, not towing. Engine cooling temp 89. And what's the auto on?
80.
80. Crossing number 5, I believe we're up to now. This one's a bit of a wider one. Rocky, nice and slow. Generally just 4 high in these ones, first gear, and just cruise across. You don't need to go super slow. So we're about 5 river crossings down on this track. I think there's maybe 2 or 3 more before the end, but it's absolutely bloody beautiful out here. How's everyone enjoying it? As I said earlier, Dad and I have been on a couple of times now, but this is everyone else's first time.
I've never seen it lusher. I've never seen more pig diggings through here. The bird life's rich, the crossings are good, and for a hot day with the car roof over your head, you got nothing to complain about.
What about you, Lake and TJ there in the Jeep? How are you finding it?
Yeah, it's beautiful. It's just, you know, it's hot, it's sweaty, it's getting naughty in here.
How about you, babe? First time in the 80, first time doing this. Actually, I keep saying Dad and I have been here. You and I have been here a couple of times now too. I don't know what I'm talking about. How are you finding it for your third time?
I literally said, is it everyone else's first time? Well, not my first time, but yeah, it's nice in the 80. I'm living in aircon comfort. Sorry, Lake, but yeah, I like it. It's very green, and I don't think I've been down this track before. Surely.
These fallen trees are giving us a few obstacles too on this track. That's sort of makes it a bit interesting. We're not chopping up the country or anything. We're just moving around the obstacles and it's going good.
Yeah, that last one there was pretty big tree. I think we'd be there all day trying to clear that. So that's crossing number 6, and I think we're coming towards the end of the track here. We'll cruise up here, and then I reckon we'll find a spot to pull up and swim. Maybe just back where we crossed, there is a really nice spot there, so might even end up back over there. There's a few deeper crossings there. The 8 doesn't have a snorkel, but you go do a quick airbox check.
Yeah, fresh build. We got a clear top on this thing. You know, it's dusty, but we got a clear top. So we'll have a bit of a look, because the intake to this airbox is just here, you know, which is this deep.
Still pretty high.
Still pretty high, but you know, there's an inner guard here, so it can't just splash up from the wheels. So if we get up here, the bottom of that airbox is fully dry, so we know what we just did just then's okay for no snorkel.
So we consider getting a snorkel in this car, but I reckon it's going to kill the vibe. We don't want one, so we're going to see if we can get away with not having one.
Yeah, because like, you probably don't want to really cross too many crazy more deeper than them, unless you're doing Cape York or something.
Yeah, like if we're going to Cape York, we'd have to get one, but outside of that, you can generally get away with it.
Yeah, like that was some of them were half deep.
And how's the car performing? Like, this is its first trip. Were you all happy with it? The big conversions happen.
Yeah, you happy with your car?
I am happy with my car.
Is the aircon worth it?
The aircon. Oh.
Is it worth the $4,500 we spent?
On what?
The aircon.
Just the aircon.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Is that how much the aircon was?
Yeah.
Well, go on then. Chuck her in.
So, only $4,000, I'll do
Yeah,
it.
$4,000 aircon. Bloody beauty.
So this is the same spot Demi and I camped last time here with the Opus, but there's a really nice swimming spot there, so what we might set up the Darche awning and chill for a little while, get some shade.
Boys are on. You know, all you need now is a mango magic.
Just one mango magic, please.
What happened here, mate? The 80's actually broken after all.
It just popped off this lid, so it's got some cling wrap in the head side. Nothing's in there.
That's a new brake fluid cap. The old one's disappeared somewhere.
That should be fully sealed anyway.
Yeah, beautiful.
Get the job done. We'll replace that when we get home.
Up there, somewhere, wherever I'm pointing, is the, you can't get any further. So it goes over to West Kundarang Homestead, I believe it is, but there's like a locked gate and that you can't get through. You do need a key to access the area. But how's this for a spectacular mountain river gorge? Pulled up here, we've got the awning set up and we're gonna swim and enjoy and take it in for a while. This is like a family trip, so not too much hard forward driving this one, more just touring and kids having fun and enjoying this beautiful place. We ended up having a bit of lunch and hanging out there for a fair while, but that was really nice. This track is one way in, one way out, as I think I said earlier. So yeah, we're going to start making our way back now. Looks like there's a little bit of a hill climb here in front of us. First gear low, don't really need the lockers in. It's steep, but it's reasonably smoothish. We'll cruise on up.
We're driving up a steep hill. I've got two kids who's not truly impressed, but it's such a big difference, like on the throttle on this 80 that compared to the GU. There's like not touchy and you're not going ooh, ooh, ooh every 5 seconds.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, remember that?
Yeah.
That was so good.
Yeah, I'm really liking it. Pretty happy with my car, to be honest. Just sounds so nice. Sounds like a plane taking off. There goes the locker. Yeah, she's in, boys.
Demi was definitely loving the new 80 build, although we did have to pull up and go through getting it in and out of high and low range, as she was having some difficulty.
But if you're not sure, just turn it off.
Yeah.
Because if you turn it off, you can do it in park or neutral, it doesn't matter. Yeah, okay.
That's like learning class of the new built 80. How to?
Well, at least I'm ready to learn.
Do you want to learn something else?
Why does that sound so good?
While we're here, mate, well, how do we keep an eye on this bloody beautiful machine we got? So we got Just Race Parts gauges.
Yeah, we got oil temp, we have boost, and then we have oil pressure and water temp.
And then other than the gauges, we got this other little thing, which is an Ultimate 9 code breaker.
Yeah, which we've got it set for vehicle speed, since we're trying to figure out if our vehicle speed was working. But we have intake air temperature, engine coolant temperature, and ignition timing, which you can cycle through them and they show you a lot more.
And that thing's really handy to have, so that's plugged into the OBD plug.
Yeah.
And then it'll like do scans, it'll clear codes, like, you know.
Yeah, well, we've got RPM on it. You can go out, you can go fully out, you can go scan, DTC, which is codes, you go pending, see what's up. We have 4 codes currently, apparently, which we'll have to look what they are. I know 2 of them are O2 sensors, which we don't know.
Yeah, I think all of them are just things from the conversion that are no longer existent in the Ford ECU, so it just throws the codes for
So
it.
that you can also erase. It says erase failed because I've got the car on, but you can erase.
Yeah.
And it gets rid of your code. So if you have one that puts you in limbo with your driving, you clear it, you're good to go.
But yeah, they're Ultimate 9, they're not very much money, and they're very handy to like keep an eye on all your vitals and clear codes and stuff. Well, yeah,
Get out of my car.
we've learned a few things, back to driving. So you're enjoying it over the GU?
Yeah, it's so nice. And even just going up the hills, just like nice and steady. Don't have to jam your foot in the middle of the side of the car. So nice. So how's it feel to have built the world's best 80 and you don't get to drive it?
Look, the GQ is still pretty good, but yeah, it would be nice to drive this car.
No chance.
That was a fun little hill climb there, but we're going to keep cruising back towards camp now, back through all these river crossings and enjoy it. What happened on the last crossing, as we were filming, we were like, where's the 80 number plate? It's not there. We looked back through our footage and worked out it came off at this crossing.
Yeah.
So we pulled up.
We pulled up, we we're just about to throw a drain up so you get like a bird's eye on it.
And then we looked down.
It looks like there's a fish there, but there's a number plate.
That's
so
the way number plate.
what, imagine if it's not even our number plate. We better
Yeah, hopefully it's our number plate.
It's definitely our number plate.
Good thing we noticed on the last crossing, otherwise we would have never seen it again. That number plate's been through, what, 2 crashes?
Yeah.
And now it's spent half a day in the Macleay River and been driven over.
I feel that. Put that on your cheek, mate.
Well, the first time I've been slapped in the face.
We got a couple more crossings to go, mate, and then we're nearly back at camp.
Mate, look at that. I reckon we could put that straight back on with the same zip tie, mate.
Reuse
Dodgy
it.
installer or something. You gonna put that on?
No,
We'll just leave it off.
We'll just leave it off till we're done all the crossings.
We'll take them.
Hey Berto, I was just thinking, apart from that Hilux you're driving, you've built every other vehicle in this trip from scratch.
Yeah, correct. I was thinking that earlier. I actually said it to Mitch. I said I'd build every single one of them cars. All 4 of them.
Mate, there's nothing you can't do, and you know, if something goes wrong, you're the man for the job. You know every single one of these things inside out.
Yeah, look, someone would say I'm a pretty valuable man to have around here on this trip, even though I'm not doing all that much.
Back to our first crossing, been up and back, made the trip, didn't kill ourselves. It was a good day out actually.
It is very hot summer, so we got one of the fridges running as a freezer. So we got icy poles and we got magnums.
Well,
What do you reckon he's going to choose?
Who makes
You want a magnum or an icy pole? You want one of them? Just one. Unless does mum want one? Do you want one?
Sure.
Then one's for mum.
Can I have one? Thank you.
So we're gonna have an icy pole, chill for a little bit. I've actually got some cloud cover come over, which makes it nice because it's not as ridiculously hot. We're gonna chill for a bit and then maybe do a bit of paddleboarding, swimming, and then we got another camp hookup tonight.
My thumb's nearly dead from holding on to him the whole way back. It's a fair walk.
Hey, what happened? You caught a bloody fish.
I went for a walk. I said, weather looks pretty good for a bass. First cast, boom, this fella hops on.
Is that a legal keeper?
This
or?
is a legal keeper, so I'm gonna give him to Gary. Gary can buddy.
You got yourself fresh dinner tonight.
But yeah, this is a native Australian bass. So you know they got spikes. They look pretty cool. Native to Australia, pretty cool fish.
Oh, beautiful.
We're about to go for a paddleboard. I'm with Effie.
You ready, Zeph?
The one you can't repair. But I still love her out on you.
Is that nice? Whee!
When we were young, oh, we did enough. When it got cold, ooh, we bundled up. I can't be told, I can't be done. It's better to feel.
It is cloudy, but obviously the weather's still hot enough to swim and the water's very warm. Sounds like there's a bit of thunder out there, so we may have a summer storm coming our way, but we'll keep an eye on it.
The kids are in town for a funeral.
Boys are on, mate. Where are we going? Where are we going?
We need some firewood.
Boss said, let's go get some firewood.
We said yes sir, no sir.
Yeah, pretty much. So, you know, we're in the gym. You know, it's a bit comfy than that hot. I've been here all day, but
Sorry about that. Sorry, I still looked out.
pretty good wood just there, mate. Don't have much room, do we, mate? This little Barbie car.
We're going to do a few runs here.
Few runs,
if we
mate.
can.
Few runs. There's about 3 minutes of fire just in that.
Yeah, and the barbecue car's still to come.
Yeah, Barbie car's coming back, making a comeback.
If you could see him now, you'd be proud. Though you think days you'll be. Your funeral is beautiful. I bet God heard you coming.
Are you sure?
Kids are in town for a funeral. And the grass all smells the same as the day you broke your arm swinging on that kid out on the river.
Testing, bigger da boom. I just went and cut all this wood up from the forest that was on the ground because we don't cut off trees.
And then I brought it here. I drove the Jeep for the first time. Brought it here. Built this beautiful fire, and I allowed Zeph to help me light it.
Does that sound about right?
Does everyone remember how she says the 80 series is her? Everyone just watched the video of me cutting his wood up, and then that's the credibility of how much she owns that car. You just shot yourself in the foot.
I just didn't even hear what you said.
She doesn't understand what I said. There's a
What did you say?
difference. She didn't be up there.
What did he say? What did he say?
Mate, we're saying we got a bit much wood, but we're on the trip for a while, so we probably put some of this in the ovens.
Maybe.
What do you mean, maybe, mate?
Mate, that TD will blow up trying to tow that thing with more wood and weight in
Mate,
it.
you're doubting the TD42, mate.
TD42 the world.
Yeah, that's right, mate.
There's no barrow, you know.
That's right. Petrol. Yeah. Cooking class 101 with Mum. Yep. She's on duty, so if you learn anything from her today, you're doing well because she burns everything.
I do not. I just like my things well done.
Yeah, well done.
So it's not breathing anymore. How do you cut this bit?
How do you cut that bit, Mum? How do you cut that bit? Yeah. Give him a quick hand, Mum. Give him a demonstration. You throw him straight in the deep end. Oh my god. You can see why he's not doing too well. What's this?
The knife sucks.
Why'd you give him a crap knife? Hold on a second.
It wasn't me.
So he does all these beautiful. What's this?
I'm just trying to make it even.
You've done a bloody good job, mate. I reckon it's going to be delicious. So next up, we're going to cut up a bit of lettuce. So what's the way to do that, Demi? Do you want to give him a demonstration?
I think you do this.
No. You
just do that.
don't start cutting it off that. No, don't do that. I honestly should have cooked this. Would have been easier than this. Bloody lovely work, mate. So next up, we've got to get some buns out, get them buttered, don't we? Mate, this is shambles.
Huh?
This is shambles, mate. You reckon they're crispy enough now, mate?
Yeah. No, they need more.
Look at the POV. Look at the POV.
Yeah, that's all right.
No, it's perfect. It's a burger. It's not me.
Oh, that's raw.
You're not eating it, are you? What do you reckon? This is going to be a good meal. What's that? Can you do that again, Danny?
Yeah, you have to explain what's happened then better.
What's happening, mate? There's flies everywhere. We got some bacon done. We got some bread done and butter.
Himself in my business.
They made a mince of the bloody tomatoes because she just left him with the bluntest knife in the world to cut it with.
Hey, Tyler left me with the bluntest
And then
knife.
she did even worse than he did after it.
Oh, come on.
I'm just telling the truth here. So I'm just going to, get some stuff going and give him a bit of a hand. Help, you just wave your hands or something, do something. Gonna start getting some food ready. Everyone's hungry down there. Look, Lakin's pretty much turned into dust. He's starving.
You said, hey Tyler, you need to take over the camera. I've got to come in and do some cooking here.
The camera works too hard, mate, with the cooking segment. When it's this slow, trust me, I just pepped it up a step.
It needs to be cooked. It needs to be cooked, guys.
It's like when she cooks like dino nuggets or chicken nuggets or anything and like burns them to a crisp, and she's like, they have to be cooked really well. I'm like, they're already cooked before you start. You just got to warm them up.
What are you on?
I thought yesterday was a shambles. Yesterday was brilliant. Okay, we have a new rule for these cook-ups. Demi is not involved as an adult.
You give
when
me the
it
hand
gets
one,
too else.
You want some of this?
I want this.
Bon appetit. More infested.
So who cut these things out? My God, my God.
I did my best, okay?
Look, thank you.
It's not that
Appreciate
good, but
The best is all we can ask for. You know how the school gives you out like merit for attendance?
So that summarises night 2 cook up.
What do we all reckon? What do we rate that?
Well, what score are we going?
just remember who.
I reckon
Felix took
there was a 7 for effort and a from Felix.
Hey.
And there was maybe a. I'm gonna be generous and give it a 4 for execution.
Whee! Whoa! Oh my god, it's going over. You want bigger pushes? Yeah. Even bigger pushes? Whee!
Right around 6 or something.
This is your first trip back since the big Cape York disaster, but that was 6 months ago now. How's this car been going anyway?
It's up and running like new, mate. That was the best thing that could ever have happened to it. Yeah, I've had a few outings in the local forest, but it's this is the first trip since it's a bit of a minor, major rebuild up at Cooktown, Cairns. But it's going like a charm.
Hopefully it stays that way. It's running pretty nice. You're going to keep the 3 litre going, and you're not lined up for an engine swap just yet.
No, I'd like to get a few bobs worth back actually. Ended up costing me a few bob.
Yeah. The sun's just gone down, but it's such a nice afternoon out here. There's heaps of colour in the sky. That's day 2 of our adventure done and dusted. That was a really awesome time here in this area for a couple of days and just base camping. I think everyone really enjoyed the relax. But in the morning we're going to pack up and then we're going to start punching it up towards Styx River up into the mountains further.
Whoa! That was a red belly. I would have got that on camera.